Please rise for the posting of the colors by the Fire Battalion ROTC Reserve Officer Training Corps Color Guard, the playing of the national anthem, and the invocation given by the Chaplain John Lutz, U.S. Army American Legion Post 556. Color Guards, post.
Good morning. My name is John Lutz. I'm the chaplain at Cantini American Legion Post 556 in Wheaton. Let's take your hat off and let us pray. Lord, look down on us today and smile as we veterans of foreign wars and American Legion together with all veterans. Guide us through this uncertain time. Shine your grace upon us as we continue our service, a service to all veterans so that they'll know that they are not alone. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good morning. Oh, I love, right? It's always a great day when we're all together. Thank you all for attending Cook County's Resource Fair honoring veterans of foreign wars and American Legions throughout the county. I would like to introduce Cook County Board President Toni Preckwinkle to give her welcome remarks.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm grateful to be here today, and I want to thank everybody whose good work made this event possible. I want to acknowledge the commissioners who are with us. Chairman John Daly. Would you stand, please? Thank you. Commissioner Donna Miller, please stand. Commissioner Bridget Degnan. Commissioner Frank Aguilar. I want to thank the members of the ROTC who are our color guard this morning, John Lutz, U.S. Army, American Legion Post 556, for our invocation. And you'll shortly hear from Kimberly Adams, who's a retired captain in the United States Army, with our keynote address. And of course, last but not least, our retired Major Deanna Love, D. Love, who is Director of the Cook County Department of Veterans Affairs. I'm proud to be here to celebrate with you veterans from all over Cook County. We've gathered here today to recognize your legacy and continued service as members of our Veterans of Foreign Wars and American Legions across Cook County. Both organizations serve a tremendous purpose and support our veteran community in countless ways. The unwavering support and camaraderie these organizations provide to our veteran populations is the focus of this year's Resource Fair at the Brookfield Zoo. I want to give all of our service members a round of applause. For decades, the Veterans of Foreign Wars and the American Legion have served as pillars of the nation's veteran community. Men and women from across the United States Armed Forces have proudly returned home to continue their service by filling the ranks of the VFWs and American Legions across the county. We owe you all a debt of gratitude. Without you, we would not have the freedoms that we enjoy today. Cook County is home to almost 150,000 veterans, and 1,000 of our residents are on active duty. The county's VFWs and American Legions continue their mission to advocate for benefits and services to support our veteran population. They also serve the dependents of our veterans and service members, as well as the communities they reside in. Their contributions are echoed throughout the county. Many members proudly march in parades, serve as veteran service officers in their posts, facilitate food and clothing drives and toy drives for veteran families, and perhaps most importantly, tell their stories. I'm a history teacher by profession, and I know how important that is. I'm incredibly proud to be here today to celebrate and commend the continued acts and achievements of the veterans that fill the ranks of the VFWs and American Legions throughout our county. I'm grateful for your service to our country and your continued service to the veterans right here at home. My father and his only brother served in the United States Army in the Second World War, and I'm very proud of that fact. I'd now like to introduce Donna Miller, Cook County Commissioner of the 6th District and Veterans Committee Chair. You want a hand up?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Donna Miller, Cook County Commissioner, and I'm so proud to be here today, and thank you so much for that introduction. I represent the south and southwest suburbs, which is home to many veterans. So is anyone here from the south or southwest suburbs today? Yeah, all right. Thank you for being here. I'd like to thank Major D. Love, our Director of Veterans Affairs, for coordinating this event along with the President's Office to celebrate Veterans Day and honor our brave men and women in uniform for their service and sacrifice. I'm proud to participate in today's event to honor the veterans of foreign wars and American Legions of Cook County, which counts over 36 VFWs and American Foreign Legion posts. These organizations have an illustrious history of military service, and their members continue to serve and impact our local communities. I come from a military family. I was born in Fort Dix. Anybody been there? My father was in Vietnam when I was born there. So I know the sacrifices that our veterans in uniform make, and their families as well. And all who support them, they sacrifice so much for our great country, and you all help make Cook County great. I especially want to thank Captain Kimberly Adams for being our keynote speaker, and she's also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. We share that in common. She's an example of the many women veterans who sacrifice to serve our country and our county. We all probably know a woman, a family, a friend, or a member of our family who has served in the armed forces. They are serving proudly, and when they leave their posts and become veterans and return back to their families and careers, where they succeed in the public and private sectors. Women veterans are also fixtures in our community, and she is an inspiration to girls and women, so thank you so much. I want to say a big thank you. A big thank you to all the veterans who served, continue to serve, and will serve in the future so we can enjoy our freedom and diversity of our county and country in everything that we enjoy today. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak to you today. Next, I'd like to introduce Cook County Commissioner John Daly of the 11th District.
Thank you very much, Donna. I want to thank you for your leadership on the committee, Veterans Committee, to President Preckwinkle, who insists on every agency who's represented by the county today to make sure that the number one priority is for the veterans. Thank you very much, Madam President. To all the participants, thank you. But most of all, I'm here to say thank you, the veterans and your families, for your dedication to the county. We are free today because your hard work and devotion to this great country. We as elected officials have an obligation, not just today or Veterans Day, but every day throughout the year, to give you the service and benefits and assistance you need. All the best. Thank you very much.
That is a big step. All right. Next, I would like to call to the stage, make sure I'm calling everyone in order, Cook County Commissioner Anthony Quezada. Is he present? No, he's not. Hank Aguilar, correction. Commissioner Aguilar. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is my district, District 16, so welcome everybody. I proudly serve the 16th district, which includes the zoo, and a special thanks to our veterans. It is the reason why we're here today, and our freedoms, and really what we do today. I visited a third world country. I've been in other countries, and trust me, when I come back home, I kiss the ground. I get off the plane and kiss the ground I walk on because of you. So you're deeply appreciated, and thank you for all you do. So and thank you, Madam President, for your support of veterans. It's very important that we look out for you. So again, thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Commissioner Aguilar. Next, I would like to call to the stage Cook County Commissioner of the 12th District, Commissioner Bridget Decknan.
I'm a little shorter than everybody else, so I have to make the microphone go down a little bit. Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning, and I'm so pleased to be here. My name is Bridget Decknan. I am the Cook County Commissioner in the 12th District, which covers parts of the north and northwest side of the city of Chicago. I'd like to thank all of you this morning for being here, but especially President Toni Preckwinkle and her staff, and Dee Love for assembling us all here on this beautiful morning. So in preparation for this morning, I was thinking about veterans and about the service that you all have made to our country and to our patriotic flag. But I think for all of the veterans that are here today, we realize that your service only began when you were in the service. And that as a veteran, that is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle for you that may have started in the service, But when you came home, you continued to be in service, not just to your brothers and sisters that were also in the military, but to your family, to your sons and daughters, to your wives and husbands, and to everybody in your community. And I believe that being a veteran is not just about the service to your country, but it is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that continues in service throughout your life. So my father was a Vietnam veteran. Every veteran I have known has continued on their legacy of service. So I thank you, first and foremost, for your service to our country, but for being here today, for being here every day in service. I don't have enough gratitude or words to fill that void of what we believe and believe in you and your service to us and the country. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for having us, and thank you for your legacy of service.
That is a big step. Thank you, commissioners. One moment, let's get back on track. All right, where are we? Good morning. Every single day, I witness the efforts, legacy, and service of the thousands of veterans across Cook County who have continued their call of service as members of the historical organizations known as our Veterans of Foreign War and American Legions. The VFWs were established August 1st, 1914, in the merger of 3 National War Veteran Societies that were founded shortly after the Spanish-American War. These organizations were the American Veterans of Foreign Service, the Colorado Society of the Army of the Philippines, and another society also known as the American Veterans of Foreign Service. 5 years later, the American Legion was chartered by Congress in 1919 as a patriotic veterans organization. These organizations focus on service to veterans, service to members, service of currently serving members, and then also service to our communities. Today, our American Legions and VFWs foster camaraderie and advocate on behalf of the 148,000 plus veterans here in Cook County. The VFWs and American Legions have set the example and the pace for continued service. I encourage all of our veterans of all generations, especially us OIF veterans, if you guys are here, that includes me, yep, to continue their service, to join their ranks, to continue their legacy of duty, service, and honor. And I thank you. Now, speaking of service and honor, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Captain Retired Kimberly Adams, United States Army.
Good morning. Hoa? Hoa? All right, that's what I wanted to hear. I am so honored to be here today. Let me take this moment to express how honored I am to deliver these remarks in the presence of Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle, Donna Miller, who you heard from today, John Daly, Commissioner Aguilar, Commissioner, as well as Bridget. I've formerly known and gotten to know her. Thank you. And thank you for your service in the Corps. And other members of the Cook County Board who are in attendance today. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed veterans, distinguished guests, and members of the community, I am deeply honored to stand before you today. Our gathering here underscores the tremendous respect and appreciation we hold for those who've worn our nation's uniform, in particular for the venerable institutions of the VFWs and American Legions. Today, we delve into rich legacy these organizations have woven into the fabric of our nation, and how the lessons from the battleground pave the way for robust community leadership and development. Your best days are ahead of you. For the soldiers in the room, when your drill sergeant said, "Give me 50 more," your best days were ahead of you. When you returned home from war, you knew your best days were ahead of you. When your firstborn child was born, your best days were ahead of you. From the tumultuous trenches of World War I to the rugged terrains of recent conflicts, the veterans of foreign wars and American legions have been the stalwarts of support. They have not only been advocates for the rights and benefits of veterans like myself, but have been pivotal in memorializing our nation's bravest moments and heroes. It's because of these organizations that our country pauses every Memorial Day and Veterans Day, remembering those who paid the ultimate price and those who came home, carrying the weight of their experiences. These days of remembrance, which hold us dear, were championed by these very organizations. Their push for the GI Bill has transformed lives, opening doors of education and opportunity for countless veterans. Our communities, they've established halls and posts, not just as meeting places, but as centers of community solidarity and remembrance. But their legacy is not just in what they've done for veterans. It's also in how they've shown the values and skills learned in the military. Values of discipline, teamwork, leadership, and integrity are not just ideals for the battlefield, but are guiding principles that can reshape communities. Veterans return home with more than just tales of valor. They come back with a mindset of service, a dedication that does not wane once the uniform is hung up. They understand the importance of leadership, of stepping up when others step back, and of making the sacrifice for the greater good. These are the very tenets which strong communities are built. Many of our vets, supported by the VFW and American Legion, have channeled these ethos directly into community development. Whether it's through local government, community organizations, schools, or various initiatives, their military training provides them with a unique perspective of teamwork, resilience, and achieving objectives against all odds. Imagine what our communities would be like if we all adopted even a fraction of this commitment and drive. If we approached community issues with the same tactical precision, unwavering dedication, and collaborative spirit of esprit de corps that our veterans learned in their training and missions. In honoring the VFW and American Legion today, we are not just celebrating organizations. We are celebrating a legacy of service, of community, and of unwavering commitment to the ideals that make this nation great. We are reminded that the journey of service does not end when one leaves the military, but it merely takes a new form, one that can transform neighborhoods, cities, and indeed our nation. Thank you, veterans, to the VFWs and American Legions, for your indomitable spirit, for showing us the way. May we learn, emulate, and pass the torch of service you have so brightly lit for us today. For us all, I want everyone to think, get up, show up, your best days are ahead. Thank you.
These airborne knees and that airborne back did not like the big step, so I thank you, Jen. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for joining us here today. The Cook County Department of Veteran Affairs is proud to present the VFW and American Legion post commanders in attendance with a moment of recognition for their service. At this time, I am going to call the names of the post and their post representatives to come forward. When you come forward, you please join our esteemed guests for a round of applause from everyone in attendance. and a group photo. So don't leave. All right? We got everything. From VFW Post 556, John Lutz. Oh, sorry, correction. American Legion Post. American Legion, William McKinley Post 231, Rachel Dolan. American Legion Post 1941, Al Krentz. Franklin Park Post 974, Daniel Gomez. American Legion Post 0159, Sergio Lopez. And American Legion, Verna L. Jones Post 478, Nicola Rogers. For these posts who are in attendance, and for the dozens, because there's quite a few of them, of the posts that make up such a paramount support system here in Cook County, I, myself, and on behalf of President Preckwinkle and our Board of Commissioners, would like to thank you all for your continued service and your support, your legacy, and your duty. Ladies and gentlemen, please join them in a round of applause. I would like you guys to remain here for a moment, don't leave. But ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Cook County would like to thank Brookfield Zoo and Jennifer Bader for this generosity and this opportunity. At this time, Brookfield Zoo would like to invite you to meet their animal ambassadors that will be in attendance. Additionally, the Cook County Department of Veteran Affairs invites you to meet our veteran service organizations in attendance today. Let's give a round of applause. And as a reminder, lunch will be served at noon, so please, please, please take your time to get to know everyone here and enjoy yourselves. Thank you again.